All right, turn 10, amphibious phase. 1, 2. We're going to move him sideways to jump into there. Whoops. I don't want to move him straight ahead into here. Then he's susceptible to red fire. I don't have any plans to move him this turn. He's not next to an HQ, doesn't get a free action, so let's just consolidate him here. I keep saying to myself, one of the things I'm trying to do with this play is learn how to coordinate my attacks better, rather than send guys, I'll send some guys off here and then some guys off here. That seems to have failed. I think what I want to do is organize for a big push somewhere and do that big push. I don't know. Anyway, he's just going to come here and sit there until we figure out what we're going to do. I'm uploading turn 9 on my PC while I'm videotaping this, and I noticed that looks like over 30 minutes, so I guess the turns are going to start getting a little bit longer, because now the 4 major actions in play, the I action comes in next turn, so as more actions are in play, I go a little bit more slowly, plus I'm explaining stuff. Okay. I reset for turn 10. That was the beginning of our amphibious phase. Now, we don't have another wave of units until 17, okay? And we don't have many units coming for the rest of the game, so it's not like we're going to have some huge cavalry arriving to help us. As I mentioned earlier, in turn 28, these units will come in and they'll be able to come here and do some business there. Okay. Oh, I have another engineer here hanging out in the water. Let's get him out of there. And we'll put him here. Just hold that spot. Okay. Now let's do the event card. Next turn, turn 11, is where really the game really opens up, because you play most of the game turns 11 to 30, and that's when we're gonna have 2 event cards. We're gonna have the engineer and HQ phase. Our movement goes to 3. Oh yeah. All right, what do we got? Oh, smoke obscures beach. No fire from E positions adjacent to beach. I have not seen this one. Oh, and if this were turn 11, Admiral Shibasaki would have been killed. Oh, I think that's twice I've pulled that it wasn't turn 11 yet. I have not seen this. I've seen F, but I have not seen smoke hit beach from E positions adjacent to the beach. So it would really just be these guys, which actually doesn't really do us any good, does it? Sorry. It's not this one. He's inland, and this guy's inland. So, yeah, we don't have people in the water anymore. So, but then again, it certainly beats getting a add depth to Japanese units somewhere. So I shan't complain. All right. You know what? Before I flip this, I'm just thinking, well, I don't want a red diamond over here, right? We don't want a red diamond, but otherwise, red would be okay. And it is a red, and it is a red diamond. Yeah, it's like that. So that guy's gonna get reduced. Oh, but it's a double red. It's a double red, and that guy is only a single. Oh, excellent. They live another day. All right. So we've got double yellows and we've got the A action. So again, I like to remind myself before I do the action as to what that does. Empty A's coastal do nothing, so I don't have to worry about that. Empty A's inland do an ambush. If they have someone in their field of fire and they're coastal, they'll fire. If they have someone in their field of fire inland, like nuts, like These guys, they're going to come here and assault and do close combat. Ah, yuck. All right, here. Oh. Same here. Inland double yellow with an A. Oh, this is really unfortunate. Oh. Oh. Oh, this game groins you. That's a word I had to make up for this game. It groins you, which is it just kicks you in the groin so much that you just fall to the ground. It's just groinding. So these guys are going to move into here and do close combat, and we are disrupted. So they're going to get 2 shots before we even get 1. Okay, I need to seriously consider doing a CC withdrawal, which I have not done in this game yet. Okay, all right, buck up, soldier. All right, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have to, we have to reveal them to see what we're dealing with. Yeah, they get 1, 2, plus 1 because they're at least 4 strength. They don't have a close combat weapon, so no more than that. All right, we are. They came to us here, didn't they? Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Double A, inland, assault, move, and then CC. Yes, and we are in their field of fire. Yes, we are. Okay. So yes, this is legit. All right. So we're fighting in light green, and of course they hit because that's what they do. They never miss, and we lose a card. Okay, we are going to do a withdrawal, and I need to read about that because I haven't done that yet. Okay, draw 1 more card, it says, because I guess that rule's there because they could be theoretically out of cards. They're not, but I will draw 1 more card and flip it over, and no hit and no event. So here's how I think this happens. I don't think these guys go home. I think they moved up here. Good thing we destroyed the artillery, right? They moved up here. And then we have to go in a hex adjacent to the close combat one. Okay. Let's go here. We don't want to go here or here because, well, actually, we could go here. Then we would control this, wouldn't we? Here's a question. Are we still disrupted? Okay, yeah, the rules say you may withdraw after the reveal of a Japanese card, even if disrupted. So I guess we could stick around and remove our disruption marker if we wanted to, but we're just going to get the hell out of Dodge. So I assume we leave still disrupted. Well, actually, we would get disrupted at the end of this anyway. Sorry. Yes, okay. Whew, a lot going on. So do I want to put them there? Yeah, why not? Why not? Because an ambush action could happen. That's why. They're going to come over here, I think. I mean, if they go here, they control that, but if an inland A is pulled for yellow, it would do an ambush action. So let's just keep him over here. Okay, and then are the Japanese disrupted at the end of this? Oh boy. I'm just going by with what's written here. So it doesn't say that the Japanese are disrupted. And I would see no reason why we would remove our disruption marker. Although if we didn't have one, we wouldn't get one. You get a disruption marker if you end close combat by exhaustion. We're not doing that. We are ending it by withdrawal. Okay? Draw one more card and implement its results, if any, then place the US units in a hex adjacent. So I'm assuming everything stays the same. These guys were not disrupted. They're not disrupted. These guys were disrupted. They are disrupted. And these guys are now adjacent to this. And they're, well, they're not doubled. They're just in some palm trees. So there's that. Okay. All right, let me clean up these cards. That still was probably better than us sticking around for that combat. Okay, that we were still checking double yellows. And I will say it every time. You have to remember that a double can be two singles in a position group, so you have to check. Nobody's doubled here. Double yellow, same thing. They're gonna go 1, 2 and jump into here with our heavy weapons unit. Inland A, move and assault. Okay. All right. It's going to be a little bit better. We're not disrupted, right? And we get 1, 2, 3, 4 for the unit plus 1 for the hero. They get 1 for each unit, plus they have 4 strength. Now they came from here. We're fighting in this, so we're going to use yellow, which they get, because I would be disappointed at this point if they didn't get a yellow. So we're reduced. We lose a card. That's the card we're losing. Now we fire back. All right, so we got a hit. Remove the depth marker. Remove a card. Now they fire back. They miss. A rare miss for them. And now we've got 3 cards and we just keep... yeah. CC reinforce, so they get a depth marker back. Hang on a second. The reason I had to pause was, I guess since we're assuming we're fighting here, I should draw an inland depth marker. The hex we're fighting in is technically coastal, but the position hex that we're referencing in the battle is inland, so I'm going to assume that we draw an inland and it's revealed. Plus they get a card. And then that has a close combat symbol, so do they get another card? Oh. Oh. We have 2 cards left. I'm going for it. Yes! That was really probably foolish. But heroism is a little foolish, isn't it? That was really emotional. I didn't want to back out again. I backed out over there. All right, CC heroism. A couple things happen. One is that we remove this. 2 is remove a card from their pile. 3 is add a card to our pile. They fire. They miss. Come on, yellow. We hit. Oh. That was really foolish in hindsight. It was an emotional decision on my part. I just didn't want, I don't know, something about the close combat. I hate withdrawing from it. I withdrew over here. And I was sitting here thinking, and I just instinctively said, I'm going for it. All right. Those go there. 1 goes there. Holy moly. So per the usual close combat rules, these guys would survive in the hex disrupted. And we took a hit. These guys started out as full strength heavy 8-3. They took 1 hit, and now they're disrupted. Wow. Oh man, I have a sick feeling in my stomach because I just realized how kind of foolish that was, and that the smarter move would have been to withdraw, let them go back over here, because that was our heavy, and we could have just gotten wasted on that. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm all over the place. We're checking A's. Now, we checked all the A's that have people. So now any empty A's, well, this we already did. So, you know, we're not checking that again. This one is an empty A inland. And if it was within 2, they would do an ambush action. They're not within 2. We already checked this. Coastal does nothing. Over here, inland, 1, 2, 3 does not activate. Doesn't activate. All right. Double reds, and we catch a break with this double red. I'm just noticing the event card that we drew about you know, the fire obscuring. Look at the action markers. R.I.P. indeed. Okay, so double red's going to activate, and they will hit tanks, but otherwise we don't have any funky actions to worry about. So single red, nothing. We already did him. Don't check him again. These guys are double. What happened? These guys get bumped around by me. These guys are double brown. Okay, double purple. Our tank was a double red, but he's disrupted anyway. Purple. Holy moly. Like I said, double red. Double red was like a great pull for us. Single red would have hit him, but he's double. All right, now green with an R. All right, R. If R can shoot somebody, they will resupply if they don't have a depth marker. Okay. If R can move, they will move, and if R can reinforce, if they're empty, they will reinforce. So just reminding myself what R will do. So light green, oh, son of a, here's a perfect example. Oh, you know what? We're going to change that because that's open information. So when we withdrew from here during the double A assault, knowing that a green R was coming up, it would be foolish to go here. Absolutely foolish. In fact, we might just plop in there. If we go either here, here, or here as a result of withdrawing from this close combat, we will control this hex and there will be no reinforcement. So yeah, we're going to do that. But if we're here, we're now 2 away from that. So this might be a better ploy. Now we control this, but we're not 2 away from an empty inland. Being 2 away from an empty inland this game is inviting danger. Okay, so we control that now with that redo move. Nothing happens. None of these guys are light green. Here's a light green, empty, but he's not within 2. Nothing, nothing. Here's a light green inland, but okay. Okay, so here's a light green inland. He doesn't have anyone in his field of fire, so he's not going to resupply. He's going to redeploy. And if this were the next turn on turn 11, he would redeploy and move. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 right into here. He's just going to come charge. We just cleared that out, and now he comes charging back. And if it were turn 11, he would turn around and fire. So just when you think you've gotten rid of him, that happens. That is definitely the closest unoccupied space to a U.S. unit. Okay, brown, purple, purple. None of these are light green. Now we just have to check to see if there's any other light green redeploys, because they will start. Oh, here's one. I forgot about this guy. He is light green. No one's in his field of fire, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, right? Because that's going to put him closer to. So, and again, we're fortunate that he's not firing. It's not turn 11. So that happens. Now, this is interesting. This guy's on the coast. Since it's turn 10, he sits tight. Starting on turn 11, he's going to start thinking, hey, I got to get out of here and start and move. But on turn 10, he'll sit tight. I have never been over to this part of the, never been close to being over this part of the board anyway. I think I got as far as here once. I have no idea how you make that happen. That's crazy. I don't even know why that part of the board exists. I just have not come close to using it. Okay, that's their phase. Let me pause the camera and set up for our phase. Oh boy, this is tough that they've come rushing at us. I've looked this over and I feel like next turn is not going to be very pretty because I don't think there's a lot we can do. I think it's better to use our actions this turn to set up. Specifically, you know, get these units that we have here moving forward in place. These guys, you know, we only have 3 actions that we can, 3 regular actions, and I think we're going to have to use those regular actions to move some people. So here's what I've determined. We've got a 4 tank down here. He's going to take a pot shot at this guy. It's a free action, so it's not that big a deal. We need a red diamond, and I realize that we have a red diamond already face up, but anyway, or we need a red or a diamond with him. Hot damn. We got a red. Hot damn. That's all you need with a 4. We got the position. All right, hot damn. So that'll keep him at least quiet next turn. Okay, that's very nice. Now the other thing I think we're going to do is, and this guy gets a free action too, the guy on top of that stack. So I think, I don't see any reason to hold back. So this 2, this 4, that's 6, and we've got 3 in here. So that's 9, am I right? 3, yeah, 7, 8, 9. The hero can provide 1 for 10. Are going to combine fire on to him. He's doubled. Yeah, alright, he's not flanked, but we have what, 10 to 4? 10 to 4 unit alone, he's disrupted. Okay. I think I want to start moving these guys up. This over here, I don't think, well, this is tough. I didn't want these guys coming forward like this. Since these guys are disrupted, there's not a lot we can do. I mean, this is open information. It's 7 to 4. We don't have the weapons, and if its attack strength is greater but not double, a unit and a revealed depth mark, there would be no effect. So there's no point doing it. What we could do is we could jump on them and attempt close combat with the hopes of maybe ending, either winning or ending by exhaustion. What I'm trying to avoid is if green comes up next turn's turn 11. If green comes up next turn, one of the changes on turn 11 is that units can hit +1. So he could hit 3 times, although he can't hit the same unit twice. So really, anyway, if green comes up next turn, he's going to hit both of these guys because, well, this guy's in intent, so he hits him, and this would be dependent on the symbol. Unfortunately, this tank cannot join his attack because he needs to be in command of an HQ. Somebody needs to be in command of an HQ to like call in the fire. If he was in command of an HQ, I believe he's within 7 range. He could join the attack. All All right, I tell you what, we'll risk it. We just had a green action symbol come up. We'll risk it. We won't do anything with this at all. So nothing's going to happen there. So that means we do have 2 action markers to use over here. So we could maybe, let's do it. Let's attack these guys. This guy's in a brown, and I feel like it's just a matter of time before he gets worn down. So let's do it. Let's do 4, 3, 7, 10. 10 on to 2. He wants demolitions and a flamethrower. Son of a... Oh, we got demolitions. We don't have a flamethrower. Son of a gun. All right. Well, that's still enough. We're at 10 to 4. That's still enough to disrupt them. So we disrupt them, and then we're free to go 1, 2... these guys are going to charge up here. Purple's probably going to activate, but what are you going to do? Okay, 1, 2. I'm going to move this HQ last thing. There's a flamethrower. These guys, no, these guys don't have a flamethrower, right? No, they're a regular. They're not a heavy. So we need to get some engineers over here. Ah, caramba. That's going to take a while. All right, so these guys, I think, were here because they had a free action. Oh, wait a minute. Did I do this wrong? Did I give these guys... Now I've got myself confused. Where did this guy start? I don't think these guys get a free action. Hang on. Okay, yeah, these guys shouldn't get a free action marker, so they're stuck there. That was my mistake. I guess it makes sense for him to duck in there, doesn't it? Because that way he'll give free actions to all 3 stacks. I think that's pretty much a no-brainer. There's not much we can do except keep laying down fire on him until we're able to get someone with a flamethrower over here to resolve that, or if we decide to jump on him with close combat, which might be the thing to do. So, oh boy. All right. All these guys have acted. We can remove this, and we can remove this, and we can go ahead and set up for turn 11. Oof. So I'm going to stop here and do all that off camera, and I'll see you on turn 11.